Okay. Is it audible? Check my audible. Right. Uh, Good afternoon, students. Now I'll continue with the problems of variety of discrete time convolution. One more problem I have that find the convolution is said. A continuous time LTI is an examination problem. A continuous time LTI system has an impulse response h of n is equal to u of n minus u of n minus 11. Use linearity and time invariance to determine output when the input x of n is equal to 2 delta of n minus 3 delta of n minus 1 minus 4 delta of n minus 4. It's a 10 marks question. Okay, right. Look here. So he said this is an indirect question. He said that use linearity and time invariance property. That means LTI system, linear and as well as whenever it is a LTI system, it's a linearity and time invariance. He said that use linearity and time invariance property to find the output of the system with the impulse response is this one if x of input is this one, he said. So what is this linearity and time invariance? This is a LTI system. LTI system. So LTI is nothing but what? Output y of n is equal to x of n convolution with h of n. Okay. Directly we can get the answer. You see here y of n is equal to what is that? You can write it. Y of n is equal to x of n convolution or which is equal to h of n convolution with x of n. Okay, right. Y of n is what? U of n minus u of n minus 11. Instead of sketching the signal, directly we can do it in convolution with delta of 2 delta of n minus 3 delta of n minus 1 minus 4 delta of n minus 4. We can, I give a shortcut. Directly we can write the convolved signal. Y of n is equal to 2 delta of n convolution with u of n is 2 u of n, because x of n convolution with delta of n is x of n. So therefore u of n convolution with delta of n is 2. So minus 2 u of n minus 11. Next minus 3 u of n minus 1 minus into minus plus 3 u of n minus 12 minus 1 minus 11. Next minus 4 u of n minus 4 minus into minus plus 4 u of n minus 15. Okay, right? So that's how I should. Now sketch this signal. How to sketch this signal? Okay. First to rearrange it. To sketch it. Rearrange. Y of n is equal to which is the least leftmost. Leftmost is what? U of n. So 2 u of n. That is 0. After 0 we have 1 minus 3 u of n minus 1 minus 3 u of n minus 1. That will come at 1. And next after 1 we have 4 minus 4 u of n minus 4. And next I have n minus 4. After 4 we have 12 is there. 11 is there, right? 11 is there. Minus 2 u of n minus 11. And next we have 3 u of plus 3 minus 12. And plus 4 u of n minus 15. Plus 4 u of n minus 15. Okay. How many terms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Check it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, right. All of them are there. Now sketch this one directly. That's it. Okay. Starting from 0 up to 15 we have 0. Okay, right. 0 go up by, at 0 go up by 2 units. At 0 go up by 2 units. 2 units. And at 1 fall by 3 units. At 1 fall by 3 units. From 2 it fall by 3 units means what? At 1 fall by 3 units means 2 minus 3 is minus 1. At 1 it will become minus 1. Okay, right. Next, up to 4. At 4, further fall by minus 4. That means 1, 2, 3, 4. At 4, fall by minus 4. Already it has fallen by 1 unit. See, my 2 minus 3 is minus 1. Minus 1 minus 4 is minus 5. So at 4 it becomes minus 5. Minus 5. Okay. 4. Up to what? 10. Up to 10 it will be there as it is. I'll write it as it is up to 10. Because 11 it will change. 11 add further minus 2. So that is minus 5. At 11 minus 7. At 11 it is minus 7. Next. At 12 plus 3. At 12 it is plus 3. At 12 plus 3. Minus 7 plus 3 means plus minus 7 plus 3 is minus 4. Minus 4 at 12. Okay, right. Next, plus 4 at 15. 13, 14. 14. 15 we add minus 4, that will become 0. That's it. That is your output y of n. Directly we got this one using the property, right? So that's how it is. This problem is done. One of the easiest problem, and it was asked for 10 marks. Only 5 lines are there, right? So you should know the tactics to do it. That's it. Okay. So this is one of the problem that what we have seen. Now we have a few more problems are there. Very simple one, and we have different methods to solve this one. Okay, right? Observe here one by one. I will give 2 or 3 methods to solve this one. So this is so far what we did the problem is each element is related. So 0 to 5, 5 to 3, same type of values are there. Let us say if we have the problems like this, if they are giving in the problem in like this. Find the convolution of x of n is equal to 2 comma 5 comma 3 comma 1, something like that if they give. Okay, right? Let us say R mark is here, and h of n is equal to 6 comma 7 comma 4 comma minus 2, something like that. R mark is here. Find the convolution of this one, he said. So the meaning of this one is that is a sequence. The R mark indicates is a sequence form of representation. I said in the beginning of the semester itself, what are the different ways of representing a signal? One is graphical method, another one is formula method, another one is sequence form. So the meaning of this one is at 0 its value is 2. And what is that? At 1 its value is 5. At 2 its value is 3. At 4 it 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 its value is 1. So this arrow mark indicates 0th value. So yes, not you can do the graph also, but you don't need to do the graph, right? So directly we can go for y of n is equal to different ways I can do it. Y of n is equal to what is that? We can write it. The one method 1. Y of n is equal to 0th value. At 0 its value is 2 means what? X of n is equal to 2 delta of n at 0. At 1 its value is 5 means what? Plus 5 into delta of n minus 1. N minus 1 means at 1 only, no? Plus 3 into delta of n minus 2. And plus 1 into delta of n minus 3. This is your x of n. And h of n is equal to 6 into delta of n plus 7 into delta of n minus 1 plus 4 into delta of n minus 2 plus minus 2 into delta of n minus 3. Something like that we can do. Okay. How many elements are there? So y of n is equal to convolution of these two. X of n convolution with h of n, which is nothing but equal to x of n 2 delta of n plus 5 delta of n minus 1 plus 3 delta of n minus 2 plus delta of n minus 3, which is in convolution with 6 delta of n plus 7 delta of n minus 1 plus 4 delta of n minus 2 minus 2 delta of n minus 3. You convolve these two. Okay, right. So y of n is equal to 2 delta of n convolution with 6 delta of n. What will you get? 6 into 2, 12. Delta of n convolution with delta of n is delta of n. Next, 6 into 5, 30. So I am multi-convoluted with first term with all the 4. 30 into, what is that we have? Delta of n minus 1. Next, 6 into 3, 18 delta of n minus 2 plus 6 delta of n minus 3. 6 delta of n minus 3. First term over. Go for the second one. Plus 7. 14. 7 into 4, 2. 14. 14 delta of n minus 1. Next, 35. 35 delta of n minus 1. N minus 1 means n minus 2. Next, 21. 21 delta of n minus 3. Next, 7 delta of n minus 4 plus. So first 2 over. Go for the third one. What is that? Plus. What is that we have? 4. 4 into 2. 8 delta of n minus 2. Next, 5 into 4. 20 delta of n minus 3 plus 4 into 3. 12 delta of n minus 4 plus 4 delta of n minus 5. Okay, last one. Minus into minus, plus into minus, minus 4 delta of n minus 3 minus 10 delta of n minus 4. Next, minus 2 into 3 minus 6 delta of n minus 5 minus 2 delta of n minus 6. That's how we should do it. Okay, right. So what is y of n? Y of n is equal to what we should do? So group them. How many delta of n's are there? Only one. I think only one delta of n. So only one delta of n. That is nothing but 12 delta of n. Okay, right. Next. How many? What is that? Delta of n minus 1s are there. 1 delta of n minus 1. 2 delta of 1 minus 1. That's it. 2 delta of n minus 1. How many are there? So totally how much? 30 delta of n minus 1, 14 delta of n minus 1. 30 plus 14, that is 44. Plus 44 delta of n minus 1. Okay. How many delta of n minus 2s are there? Delta of n minus 2. This is 1. Delta of n minus 2. This is another one. Delta of n minus 2. And this is another one. Delta of n minus 2. That's it. So how many are there? Total. Add it. So what is that we have? 18. 18 plus 35. 18 plus 35. 18 plus 35. 18 plus 35. Plus 8. Okay, right. So totally how much it will be? 2. So 61. Right? Is it okay? Okay, right. 61 plus 61 61 delta of n minus 2. Okay. How many delta of n minus 3s are there? So 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 this one. Okay. Fourth one. So 4 are there, add it. 6 plus 21, that is 27. 6 plus 21, 27. 27 plus 20, that is 47. 47 minus 4. 47 minus 4 is 43. So plus 43, 43 delta of 43 delta of n minus 3. Okay, right. Go for the next one. Go for the next one. So delta of n minus 4s, how many are there? Delta of n minus 4s are, okay, right. Start from this one. Delta of n minus 4s. So 1 is there here. Delta of n minus 4, 1 is there. Delta of n minus 4, 2 are there. 3 delta of n minus 4s are there. Add them. This is 7. 7 plus 12. 7 plus 12, 19. 19 minus 10. 19 minus 10 is what? 9. So therefore, what will I get? Plus 9 delta of n minus 4. Next. How many delta of n minus 5s are there? N minus 5s. So here, delta of n minus 5. 2 delta of n minus 5s are there. So how much it will be? Delta of n minus 5 is what? 4 minus 6 is minus 2. Minus 2 delta of n minus 5. Okay, right. Next. How many delta of n minus 6 are there? Minus 2. Minus only 1 is there. Minus 2. Minus 2 delta of n minus 6. That's it. Okay, right? So therefore, what is that you can write it? The convolved signal, we can write it as what? Y of n is equal to, y of n is equal to, delta of n means 0. That is at 0. Arrow mark indicates 0th value. At 0 it is 12. At 1 its value is 44. At 2 its value is 61. At 3 its value is 43. At 4 its value is 9. At 5 its value is minus 2. At 6 its value is minus 2. Sorry. At 6 also its value is minus 2. At 5 also its value is minus 2. Check it once again if at all, if any mistake is there in that. Okay. At 5 it is minus 6. At 5 we have 5. Cross verified. At 5 we have 4. Minus 6, it's correct. And at 6 we have minus 2. Okay, right. So that's how we should get it. We shall cross verify it. Okay. So this is the way we should do it. This is the convert signal. That's it. Okay, right. So one more method we shall do it. So this is one method, and I'll write down the answer somewhere in the corner. We shall verify the answer. Y of n is equal to 12 comma 44 comma 61 comma 43 comma 9 comma minus 2 comma minus 2. Okay. How many elements we have? So here we have n1. n1 is the number of elements in this one. n1 is equal to what? 4. n2 is also equal to 4. How many elements we got it here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 elements we got it. So therefore, number of elements n is equal to n1 plus n2. n1 plus n2 is what? 4 plus 4 is 8. But what you should get? 7. So minus 1. So therefore, number of elements in the convolved signal is equal to sum of the number of elements in the individual minus 1 we should get. So therefore, you should get 7 elements. We got 7 elements, right? One thing. Where should we put the arrow mark? Count the number of elements. Number of elements from 0. So how many elements are there? 3 elements are there in the right. 3 elements are there. 3 plus 3, leave 6 and put the arrow mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, leave, put the arrow mark. Because Towards right, we have 3 elements are there. Towards right, here 3 elements are 3 plus the 6 elements. You leave it and put the arrow mark. That's how we should do it. Okay, right? So count the number of elements and you should do it, right? That's how we should do the convolution of this kind of problem. This is method 1. So method 2. So this method you follow because they will give 4 marks. So I give the easy method also. That you can use it only for verification. And this method, if you do, you will get full marks. 4 marks. Generally, they will ask for the 4 marks. This kind of questions will be asked for 4 marks. But I'll give the easiest method. But that for that you may not fetch the marks. That's why just for the verification you can use that one, right? Okay. Method 2 I will go for. A little bit easier than this. Okay, right. Method 2. Method 2. So what we have is y of n is equal to x of n convolution with h of n, which is equal to summation k varies from minus infinity to plus infinity x of k into h of n minus k. Okay, right. So now element by element you'll have to evaluate. As for the formula, x of k means what? 2, 5, 3, 1. Okay, arrow mark is here. H of minus k. This is your x of k. H of minus k. H of minus k is, where is it? Fold it. So fold it and write it. 6 will be here and this will be h of minus k is 6, 7. What is that we have? 6, 7, 4, minus 2. It is folded one. H of minus k. Multiply the corresponding element. So what is that we did? X of k into h of n minus k. N indicates shift. N is 0 means what? No shift, only fold. When n is equal to 0, whatever the output we called as y of 0. Y of 0 means 0th value you will get. You multiply, you will get the answer. So element by element you can verify. 6 into 2, 12. You see that the answer for this one is 12, correct? 12. So y of 0 is 12. First element we got it. Next. Shift, if you shift negative, if you give n value negative, it will be 0. Okay, what is that? It will shifting the left. If n value is positive, it will shifting the right. If n is equal to 0 means no shift, only fold. So we got the first element, n is equal to 0. N is equal to minus 1, let us say, if you go to this side, you have to shift it from minus infinity to plus infinity. If you shift it towards minus infinity, up to minus infinity, we will get 0 only. So therefore, I won't take it. Now we shift towards right. So what is that we have? N is equal to 1. H of, put n is equal to 1 in this equation. 1 minus h of 1 minus k. 1 minus k is equal to, because n indicates the shift on the k axis. H of 1 minus k is equal to what? You write this one. Shift right by 1 unit. So what is that? You can write it 6 and 7. 6, 7, 4, minus 2. Multiply the corresponding values and add it. Multiply and add. See, the summation indicates what? Addition. These two, multiplication. So multiply these two and add it. That's what he said, which is equal to. So shifted right by 1 unit now. That I'll call it as y of 1. Y of 1 means what? At 1, what is the value? You should get the answer as 44. Okay, right. How will you do that? Shift 1. Okay. 7 into 2, 14 plus 6 into 5, 30. So therefore, it is equal to 44. Check the answer. Yes, it is right. Okay, right. Go for one more shift. One more shift if you do. H of 2 minus k. If you have h of 2 minus k, this minus 2 will come here. Minus 2, 4, 7, 6. Multiply this. What is that? You can write it. This I can write as y of 2. Y of 2 is equal to what? This is 0. So 4 into 2. 8 and 7 into 5 plus 35 plus 6 into 3, 18. Add them. So what is the value you should get? So we can write it as 8 into 8 plus 8, 16. 16 plus 5. 16 plus 5 is 21 is equal to 1. 2 is left out. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 3, 61. Yes, it is right. That is third element we got it. That is 0, y of 0, y of 1. Y of n, no. This n, this what is that? 0th value is here. 0 it's here means this is 0 means this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, 5, 6. Okay, right. Now, what is that we have? Y, we got 61 is correct. Y of 3, Y of 2 we got it. Y of 3. So, Y of 3 that is H of n minus, 3 minus k is equal to what? Shift one more unit. What is that we get it? Minus 2, 4, 7, 6. Multiply corresponding values, which implies that y of, what is that? 3. Y of 3 is equal to, y of 3 is equal to what? Y of 3 is equal to, y of 3 is equal to, multiply corresponding values, minus 2 into 2, minus 4, 5 into 4, 20, 7 into 3, 21, 6 into 1 plus 6. Okay, right. So what is that we have? 20. So minus 4 plus 6 is what? 2. 2 plus 20, 22. 22 plus 21. So that is nothing but 43, no? It is correct. So 43. It is right. Next. Go for the next one. H of 4 minus k. H of 4 minus k is equal to what? H of 4 minus k. You move away. So now what is that we have? Minus 2, 4, 7, 6. Multiply. Which implies y of 4 is equal to, shift right by 4 units. Now you multiply. So last element is left out. Now only this much. Minus 5 into minus 2. 5 into minus 2 is how much? Minus 10. Minus 10. 4 into 3. 4 into 3 is what? 12. And 7 into 1. 7 into 1 is 7. What is that we get? Minus 10 plus 12 is 2. 2 plus 7 is 9. It is correct. It is 9. Answer is 9. Yes, it is right. Next. Shift one more unit. H of 5 minus k. H of 5 minus k. H of 5 minus k is what? What is that you can write it? So corresponding we should write it. So what is that you can write it? Minus 2, comma, 4, comma, 7, comma, 1. Okay, only last two elements are there. So what is that we have? Minus 2 into 3. Minus 2 into 3 is what? Minus 2 into 3 is minus 6. Y of 5. Minus 6. Minus 6. And next 4 into 1 plus 4, which is equal to minus 2. Next one. H of 6 minus k. 6 minus k is how much? Is equal to what? Minus 2, comma 4, comma 7, comma 1. You minus 4, you multiply with this. What will you get? Minus 2 into 1. So the last one also minus 2, we got it this way. And the very last one, what is that we have? Minus 2 into 1 is minus 2. So which is equal to y of 6 is equal to minus 2. Y of 6 is equal to minus. That's it. So therefore, what is that we have? Y of 0 once again. So y of n is equal to what? Y of n is equal to, same thing we got now. Y of n is equal to 0th value 0. Y of 0 this is. Y of 0 is what? 12. Y of 1 44. Y of 2 61. Y of 3. Y of 3 is 43. Y of 4 9. Y of 5 minus 2. Y of 6 minus 2. That's how we should do it now. So this is another way of doing it. Still I'll give the simpler method. Okay, this is method 2. Okay, right? So this also may fetch you the marks. But sometimes they expect you to use the, what is that, identity property delta, using delta function, whatever I did it. For that only we'll get the full marks. Okay, right. So now, one more method is like this, in the form of a table. Okay, right. 2, 5, 3, 1. 2, 6, Okay, right. 2 comma 5 comma, so 2 comma, sorry, it's not 2, 6 comma 7 comma 4 comma minus 2. So whatever they are there, we are writing in that format. So now you write down the values. Multiply these two. 6 into 2, 12. 6 into 5, 30. 6 into 3, 18. 6 into 1, 6. Multiply these two. So multiplication. So 7 into 2, 14. 35. 7 into 3, 21. 7. Next 4 into 2. 4 into 2, 8. 4 into 5, 20. 4 into 3, 12. 4 into 1 is 4. Next, minus 4 and minus 10 and minus 6 and minus 2. Now what you should do? Group them. So this you group it. That is your first element. Add them. This you group it. Second element. Third element. Fourth element. Fifth element. Sixth element. Seventh element. That's it. Add all of them. So this will give you y of 0. First element you will get it. Second element. So arrow mark we shall put it. So first one, what is that we get it? So we get it as what? This will be 12. And this will be what? Add them. 30 plus 14, 44. Next, 18 plus 35 plus 8. That is equal to, what is that? 63, 61. Add them. 8 plus 8, 16 plus 5 is 21, like that. So we can add it, it is 61. And add them, this one you add them. What will you get? So 6 minus 4 is 2 plus 20, 22. 22 plus 21, 43. Add this one. What will you get? So 12 minus 10 is 2. 2 plus 7 is 9. And this one is what? Minus 4 plus 2 is minus 2. And this. So like this we get the elements. That means, what is that we have? 12 comma 44 comma 61 comma 43 comma 9 comma minus 2. Okay, right? So put the arrow mark here. That's how we should do it. This is another way of doing the problem. Okay, minus 2 comma, one more minus 2, sorry, minus 2. Okay, right? So this is how we should do it, right? So when you are how to put the arrow mark? So count from this one. 3 elements plus 3, 6. Leave the 6 elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and put arrow mark. So this is how we should do it. This is the third way of doing the problem. So method 3. So in this order only you should write it. Same way. After writing the order, put the arrow mark by counting the number of elements from the right up to arrow mark, right? So that's how we should do it. And next. So this kind of problem. So if the arrow mark is both of them are at the same place, it is fine. But if some other place, how will you do it? Okay, she'll go for that problem, right? Take one more problem which was asked in the examination. Very simple one he has asked. Okay. So this kind of problems, 4 marks they'll ask. Let us say have x of n is equal to 1 comma minus 1 comma 2 comma 3. Arrow mark somewhere here. And h of n is equal to 1 minus 2 comma minus 3 comma 4 comma, let us say 2, something like this. Arrow mark somewhere here. Then how will you do it? Same method only we should follow. So what is that we should do? You use any of the methods. So particularly first method, delta function method is there. That you use it. That will give you correct full marks. You will get it. Sir, how will you get this one? So if you are going for this one, simplest one, how will you get it? Okay, right? So here, number of elements, how many elements you will get it? This is number n1 is equal to 4, or you can put 3 only. Okay, n2 is equal to 3, n1 is equal to 4. Therefore, n is equal to what? n1 plus n2 minus 1. That means 4 plus 3 minus 1, which is equal to 6 elements, you will get it in the convolved signal. Okay, y of n will have 6 elements. Now, here, what is that you can write it? So, 1, minus 1, 2, 3. This is your 3. Okay, right. So, here we have only 3 elements. What is that we have? Minus 2, minus 3, 4. Multiply it. Minus 2 into 1, minus 2. What is that? 2, minus 4, minus 6, and minus 3, plus 3, and minus 6, and minus 9, and 4, minus 4, and 8, 12. Okay, right. So add them. Y of n is equal to, y of n is equal to, so what is that you can write it? Add them. So group. That's how we should do it. So what is that you can write it? First one is what? This one is minus 2, and this one is what? Minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1, and this one is what? Minus 4 plus 4 will get 3. 3 you will get it. And what about this one? Minus 6, minus 6, minus 6, minus 4, minus 10, minus 16, minus 16, and minus 9 plus 8 is minus 1, and it is 12. So therefore, what is that we have? Minus 2, comma, minus 1, comma, 3, comma, minus 16, comma, minus 1, comma, 12. Arrow mark is from where? Where to where position? You leave 2 elements here. Here no elements. So towards, leave 2 elements and write it. Here 0 elements are there towards right. So leave 2 plus 0, that is 2 elements, you leave it, put arrow mark. So that's how we should do it. So this is the way we should do the convolution of elements with different values at different instant without any relation between each of the elements, right? So this is the way we should do it. One more method is there, that is the easiest possible method. I'll show you that how to do it. That is method 4. So don't do it only for verification, you should do it. Method 4. Method 4 is just like multiplication. 1 comma minus 1 comma 2 comma 3 in convolution with minus 2 comma minus 3 comma 4. Multiply. That's it. So what is that you can write it? Start from the first element. So what is that you can write it? So you can start from the last also. So what is that we have? 4 into 3, 12. 4 into 2, 8. 4 into minus 1, minus 4. And 4 into 1, 4 you will get it. Next minus 3. Minus 3 into 3, minus 9. Minus 3 into 2. Minus 3 into 2 is minus 6. Minus 3 into minus 1 is minus 3 into minus 1 is 3. And minus 3 into 1, minus 3. Okay, start from minus 2. Minus 2 into 3. Minus 2 into 3 is what? Minus 6. Minus 2 into 2, minus 4. And minus 2 into minus 1 is plus 2. And minus 2 into 1 is minus 2. Add them, you will get the 12, we get it. Minus 1, we get it. And minus 16, you will get. And 3, you will get it. And minus 1, you will get. Minus 2, you will get it. Verify that. Same thing, you will get it. Arrow mark. Once again, arrow mark is from where? Arrow mark is from, so here this is minus. And here 4. Leave the element, number of elements, 0 elements, 2 elements. Leave 2 elements and put the arrow mark. So this is another one, easiest method. So don't use this method in the examination. and you may not get the marks for this one. Okay, only for verification you get. So better to go for the first method what I did it. So that method will fetch you the full marks, right? Only for verification you get 1 minute. Okay, right now. Right. So that's how we should do it. Is it audible? Hello?
Audible, sir.
Hello? Is it audible? Okay. So this is how we should do it. Right. So whenever they ask this kind of problems, you should be able to do in this method. Okay. So 4 methods I give. Any of the methods you can use it. Right. So that's all about this module. So all the varieties of problems I did it in this one. Go through the question papers. If you feel like any of the problem is not covered, and I can do it. Okay. Anyhow, I shared the question papers for the test. All questions will be framed from the question papers only. Okay, right? Now let us move on to the next module, module 3. Okay, right? Okay, in my notes it is there in the same chapter only, but in our syllabus it has gone to the next module. Okay, anyhow. So properties of system evaluated through impulse response. Through impulse response. Properties of systems evaluated through impulse response. So how to do it? Okay, look here, what is this one? What do you mean by impulse? Sorry, impulse response. Properties of the system evaluated through impulse response, we said, right? So now, so what is this properties of system? We know that we have many properties: linearity, time invariance. This is module 3. Module 3. Time invariance, linearity, time invariance, causality, memoryless, stability. Okay. When I say an LTI system, ordinary system is what? Ordinary system is represented by T dot. And LTI system, this is ordinary system. Any system. T. LTI system is represented. See, if this is x of n, output is nothing but what? Y of n is equal to, in the first module itself I said, transfer function of x of n or x of t we said. Okay, right. But for an LTI system, LTI means what? System has already satisfied 2 properties, linearity as well as time invariance. If x of n is the input, and it is whenever it is LTI system, impulse response is defined, h of n. Therefore, y of n output is here. Output is nothing but what? Transfer function of the input x of n we said. But here, x of output is nothing but equal to what? Convolution of the x of n with impulse response h of n. That means this impulse response is defined. Impulse response is defined only for the LTI systems. Okay, right? So therefore, for LTI system means what? Already 2 properties are satisfied. For this system, no property is satisfied. We'll have to check it out, right? So already system is linear and time invariant. Now, see, for the ordinary system, what is that? The system is represented by T dot. So for this one, you used to verify. Now already seen a system is linear as well as time invariance. So other three properties you should represent. What is that? Evaluated with in terms of impulse response. That's what the meaning of properties of the system evaluated through impulse response. What is the condition for that? The same properties, already two properties, no need to verify. Once it is an LTI system, its system is already linear as well as time invariant. Once it is system is linear and time invariant, check the other three properties. And once it is an LTI system, your system is not represented by T dot, it is represented by what? H of n or H of t. And what is the condition for that? That's what we are going to evaluate it, right? So one by one, we shall take it out. What is the condition for causality? What is the condition for memoryless? And what is the condition for stability? All those things we are going to verify, right? So I'll continue in the next class how to evaluate, how to derive the condition, and we have many problems are there, so that I can do it in the next class. Okay, I'll stop at this level. We'll continue in the next class, right?